Hey guys, this video is going to be a review of Christendom Destroyed Europe 1517 to 1648 by Mark Greengrass, which is a book that I won from Goodreads first reads. You can tell this is a really thick book and it covers a lot of European history from this time period, and it covers like a lot of different areas. It has like religion in here, like the Protestant Reformation is covered in here, other like political stuff, and then there's some chapters on like day-to-day things, like what day-to-day life was like, which is more towards the beginning, I think, and then it goes into more like kind of overarching things like the Protestant Reformation, colonialism, and like different like political things going on with the monarchies and that sort of thing. So it covers a lot of sort of different areas of history all in this book. Certain sections of the book did manage to hold my interest more than others just because I was more interested in that like sort of topic than other topics, but I did really like the book as a whole, and I did find the whole thing interesting even if I was like especially excited for certain things. And what I really like about this is it covers all of Europe, and the thing is with European history at this time, I know far more about England than other parts of Europe. I think a lot of that goes back to the fact that I didn't learn British history in school. Like we had world history that was like a really brief kind of, because you can't cover the entire history. And I took AP world history, and so I had that and I had knowledge from that, but still covering the entire history of the world, you're not going to get too specific. And other than that, like the only like specific history classes I had were American history classes. So I feel like I knew about British history more than anything else, and most of that came from literature classes and reading British literature. So I felt like I knew far more about Britain going into this than anywhere else, and then I knew some about France during this time period because of Reign, and not just like Reign itself, because I know Reign's extremely not historically accurate, but because of Reign I've looked up stuff about French history at this time period on my own, so I knew some of that going in. And they do talk about like the historical people that Reign is based on, and some of the like historical events that have been in Reign or in here and things like that. So that was fun for me too, but I just really liked learning about different parts of Europe that I hadn't really heard much about prior to this. Overall, this isn't like an everyone book, obviously. It is a history book. It's a very thick, detailed history book, so you have to be like into that sort of thing in order to enjoy this book. But if you really like history, particularly like European history around this time period, then I think you'll really like this. I think this is like a great resource too, to like go back and find things. Like I said, it covers a lot of things, and I found it very interesting because I'm a history nerd and enjoy this sort of thing, and I think if you are, then you'll like this book too. But obviously not everyone is going to want to sit down and read this, but if you do, I think it's a good book. But that's all I have to say about the book, so I will see you guys later. Bye.